Hi folks, this is part 2 of the series video, and today I'm going to talk to you about resumes. Resumes is extremely important, and if we talk about resumes, let me break this conversation down into 3 points. The first point being impact. Now, I have seen several resumes in my career of my college friends, of people who reach out to me on LinkedIn for referrals, so on and so forth. The one common mistake that I see among resumes is they do not go forward and quantify their impact. Now, how do I explain this? Let's say a candidate is there and the candidate wants to go forward and talk about their experience. Let's say he or she has built a website. It's extremely crucial to quantify his or her impact. Now, let's say we have person A and person B, both have built websites. If person A goes forward and says that, hey, I've built a website to serve 20 million daily active users, or I've built a website on Nginx to reduce latency to serve higher traffic by X%, that just shows the candidate is in better hands because you are going forward and showing greater degree of impact versus saying, I built a website. Now, when I told this example, you yourself would have been like, oh wow, 20% difference than the current speeds, latency reduction, you're serving such a big traffic, even though the line was, let's say, 3 or 4 more words, but it communicated a lot more than just saying, I have built a resume, so I have built a website, right? And it's very crucial to quantify your impact. Your impact will make a difference in your resume. So please keep that in mind when you go forward and make your resume. Ensure that you're quantifying the impact. The second point, how long should my resume be? Now, your resume can be not more than 2 pages. In fact, I would say go forward and make your resume just 1 page. Now, I have seen a lot of resumes where it's about 8 pages, 9 pages, 10 pages, so on and so forth. It just goes on to a point where I'm just like, okay, the same thing is repeated multiple number of times. My suggestion to you would be that if you can go forward and make your resume 1 page, because a resume is just screened for little more than 15 seconds by a recruiter. Of course, data out there says 5 seconds, 7 seconds, but hold on, it's just the fact that your resume should be 1 page. It does not matter how long the recruiter screens it for because that's not in your hands. So let's control something that's in your hands. That is your resume length. Make it 1 page. In that 1 page, have sections like your experience, skill sets, your projects, recommenders if any, what you have done in the past, and exhibit impact. Now, do not go forward and write skill sets such as a programming language and quantify it, right? Now, I see a lot of resumes where they put a scroll bar of, let's say, C++, C#, design is 80%, 85%, 100%. How do you know? What is the metric that you're using to say 80, 85%? At any given point of time or at any company, if you put at the age of 24, 25, you're putting 100% in design, that does not exhibit a growth mindset. That is saying that I know everything in design, which is not possible, right? So write the skill sets down like I know C, C++, or C# or whatever it is, but do not put a bar or a metric against it because that's not the right judgment, right? Because you're taking that call, right, of putting in 85%, 87%, so on and so forth, right? I'm sure you would have seen this in a lot of examples of resumes that you would have viewed from your peers. The last point, keep your resume very short and crisp. Keep it impact heavy, keep it short and crisp, but at the same point of time, make it a very spectacular resume. Now, what do I mean by that? All of that we spoke about is text. Now comes to the last point that we're talking about is design. Now, a lot of people go forward and make a standard resume. Well, that's fine. You use the normal font, you make it a 1 page, the heading is on top, and you have your content below. Fair enough. That's absolutely fine. But what if I say that you can go a notch above and make a better resume, right? Add components, add design, add UX. Don't make it too fancy. Make it soothing colors, right? Use a standard text font because that will really change or define how you're making your resume. I've seen people use Comic Sans and funny fonts for the resume. Keep it professional. That's extremely crucial, right? So you need to understand that your resume speaks volumes about you, because your recruiter gets it before, and he or she gets it before even having a phone screener with you. So please ensure that you keep your professional resume very professional, but at the same point of time, add a design component to it. If you can make it different than the others, why not? Make it unique, so that when your resume is screening through resumes, the recruiter realizes that, oh wow, this is a completely new, refreshed resume that I'm looking at. So ensure that you're doing that, and if you can, take inspiration from the multiple resumes out there. You can reach out to me and I could also give you inputs, but at the same point of time, keep your resume short and crisp, impact heavy, and make it very professional in terms of design and UX. So I hope you like this video. Do share, like, and subscribe if you want more. If you want to see more videos in this series, and I'll be talking about referrals in the next series. So thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.